for my projectors in human design. I've been seeing a lot of slander out there. Ooh, baby. On the projectors. They're currently in the ongoing lifelong process of deprogramming. I can understand it, right? I understand why, oh, there it goes. I understand why people get triggered by projectors. And if I am triggered by their like shady talk on projectors, then like that's just showing me my shadow. Like if I can't take the heat, overall projection still is what's triggering me, right? So that shows where I'm still working on my own deprogramming around being a projector, which is acceptance around the fact that it's a very shitty load to bear at times. You are pretty all-knowing and all-seeing with the exception of reflectors. And I have a lot of acceptance for this video because it was specifically by a reflector, and if a reflector is gonna like read you for filth, then I don't know what to tell you. Like you should take the notes because they're right. So there's nothing to like fight against, right? So if I'm like triggered by the specific things, it's like, yep, I see how I can be like that as a projector. Or yes, I see that's where I've directly healed. Or yes, I see that's where I need to directly continue to work. Transmutation, darling, okay? Shadow triggers lead through transmutations. But the hardest part that I want to give to all of you, my projectors who are watching this, is your inherent being is not only are you able to read people's energy very well, you can read people's motivation and drive for things. You can read people's intentions, which is, you know, not always comfortable if you don't know what that is. And you absorb people's energy. Meanwhile, everyone around you who's unhealed, including reflectors, are projecting their energetics onto you. So I'm going to give an example here. I'm going to pull a card and give an example. Kirpan. Oh, dang. Butterfly and love. All right, those all came out. So that's kind of interesting. So I was going to talk about a celebrity to give an example here, which everyone will have an emotional reaction to this person's name, which is amazing, right? Taylor Swift is a projector, my darlings. Are you surprised? When I say her name, every single one of you had an emotion in your body. Whatever it was, you either are obsessed and in love with her, you either hate her with a passion, or you're somewhere on the far spectrum in between those two things, but I guarantee you have a formed opinion, because Taylor is an example of an existence of a very powerful and very magnetic projector in the world who every single person, when you interact with her energy, which you literally can't escape, she's one of the biggest celebrities in the world, you're interacting with her energy if you watch the news, if you go into a store where her music is playing, yada, yada, yada. You don't have to be a fan to know this, then that she exists. If you watch football, yada, yada. The point is, she is showing you something directly about yourself, and you're projecting who you think she is onto her. And let's not even go down the whole lore of Taylor, which fascinates me, but that's specifically what her entire catalog of art is actually about. But let's not even go there. Projectors, they trigger people, honey. For good or for bad. People get out there in the streets fighting for Taylor. Like, she triggers the people that love her, right? The other way, people who want to cut her down. But what does a projector do each time? Transmute, find your way, dig into your own shadows, and cut out. You no longer give a true F about what anybody says or thinks. Cut yourself off from other people's energetics. But some of you get very caught up in the projection. You can't necessarily see us as projectors clearly when you are all living in your shadow. And so for my projectors, that's a very tough place to be, but you have the power. Cut it out, transmute, live with love, baby, and constantly understand that every trigger, every phase of your life, and every shedding of your deprogramming and deconditioning is another metamorphosis, darling. If you're a projector and you want to learn more about how to get in alignment with all of your energetics to build the life that you desire and deserve, then you can message me for a one-on-one reading. follow along for more guidance, and be sure to like and subscribe. You can check out my site, dearhortense.com, where I have guidebooks, astrological and mythological information, along with witchcraft and magic, and readings at various tier levels.